I'm Phil Glushikov. Guys on the Legends forums and Discord may know me as Filigula, as well as the PC players. My main concerns right now are to have the alpha test go as smoothly as possible and bring the game to release while fostering our fledgling community. Currently we have about a couple of thousand players, out of them around close to 1,000 active, and we feel that it's a very good result for the closed alpha. We're just seeing what happens. Our first update is about to hit soon. So they like their action delivered a bit quicker than on PC, and that's what we're actually doing, both in how the menu works, in how they engage in battle. We are working on the meta a little bit. Usually engagement takes about a minute, even more on PC. We are scaling that down to about 30-40 seconds and making the engagement a little different in a way that some other classes engage first, and the battles might, for example, happen around the battleships and not destroyers first, which is the usual thing. Our battles also take a little less. Average battle time so far is around 8 minutes, as opposed to PC's 13, but I may be wrong here. You should ask the PC guys. We have 9 versus 9 instead of 12 versus 12, but that's dictated by the fact that we have 2 platforms, maybe a little less players in the beginning, but other than that, quicker matchmaking, and again, as I said in the presentation, more action per minute. Not actions per minute, not the APM, but the actual action that the players will experience. Commanders, I cannot give you exact details on what they are to be, but we're looking at some ways to making them more epic, or, well, legendary in this case. And each commander will be different from the other one. They will have their own sets of skills, and they will be the embodiments of one person or another. I cannot yet tell you if those will be completely historic or not, but you will know which commander you're talking about by the set of skills, and they will play a role in the meta. It will not be just a commander, it will be the commanders.
When it comes to the PC game, we're here playing the new take on carriers. Mm-hmm. Will that translate over to the console?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. When it's ripe here, when the concept is polished enough and implemented, we work on adapting for our realms, for the gamepad, and for smaller battles and quicker battles. But yeah, that's the basic concept that we're going to use.
What are your thoughts, given the console audience, how that will translate to new carrier battles?
I'm pretty positive, to be honest, because the RDS style, there are quite a few blockers, like adapting the gameplay to a gamepad. And the new carriers, they will actually increase the action, so I see no issues here, to be honest.
Are there other elements that you're allowed to talk about at this point of how the console game will differ or be streamlined for that audience?
Some points of streamlining are, in this case, the UI, because the elements need to be more obvious, bigger, and they are. So basically, if you have like a 55-inch TV, which is something many console players do have nowadays, and you see it like 3 to 5 feet away, that of course differs. But even if you do 6 feet away, you'll still be able to get all the data that you need to be successful in battle, and it will look pretty. Other than that, field of view is a little different, our targeting is a little different, because we want to make it a little more compact, a little more focused, as well as the maps are cut down a bit to accommodate our 9 versus 9 battles. But overall impressions so far from the testers is that when they turn on the game, whether they had any experience with PC Warships or not, they felt comfortable with the controls, with the UI, with the progression system. Although we're tweaking that, but I cannot give you any concrete details on how, at least yet.
How have you guys communicated or learned from the World of Tanks crew that brought this to console previously in going into these new waters?
Well, they kind of had their own path. I guess you can draw some parallels, but since we're different teams, most of the help we're getting from them is technical implementation, how to work with the platforms, whom you're gonna call when your PS doesn't work or something like that. Gameplay-wise, we're just on our own, building from the ground up.